Like, Nuke started out really sketchy with some craziness. It continued on Dust 2. We thought maybe the first map jitters were there and that was going to be it, but they were plagued all through Dust 2 with some weird things as well.
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, we were making like how the jokes saying, oh, they need a little bit of
It's
coffee.
not funny anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure coffee's going to do it. We're talking maybe electroshock therapy at this point. just something to get them started. And Big was here. His name was mentioned. Who would it be to bring Pain to victory here? And it could well be him. He's been stunning all throughout. Sabu's going to get caught as well. Nekus will take him down. 2 big opening kills here for Pain to start off on Overpass. And they're loving it right now. And again, they're slowing it down. They did this earlier on Dust 2 as well. When they know they're ahead like this, they slow down the game. They allow Vitality to start to move around. And they have the B bomb site now, so it's all good.
Yeah, this round should be over. Bomb just getting planted now. 4-on-3 in the post plant. A chance for a retake, but the other 2 players are coming so late. Apex has to get something going, and he's shut down immediately. Yeah, Dupree and Megas are just like, screw it. What's the point?
Not even worth it. Don't think they had no kit, no smoke either. So even if Apex got a kill and they all get there in time, kind of still hard to do. Nice beginning for Pain.
I feel just as rattled to a certain degree as Vitality probably does by the fact that we're even on this 3rd map. I'm a little bit astounded.
Yeah, without a doubt. It's just wild, isn't it? But it's wild for a couple of reasons. One thing is the potential upset, which I feel like should not even be close to happening, but then you can't help but also think, well, what does it say about where the team as a whole is? It's hard not to read more into it.
Yeah, it is, especially because, I mean, you're expecting at some point this is going to click in, and even when they've given some interviews being like, maybe we underestimated, maybe we're kind of like fully unaware of how much the language barrier was going to be. Still, obviously, something is keeping this team from fully gelling together. And this is scary. I mean, it was like to go back to these odd issues that we've seen, like the weird moments of forgetting the bomb. Actually, let's hold the thought. B rush underway. Mac 10 gonna lead the way. Masuta goes down. Big Uzera's got at entry. He's gonna continue around and finds another, and that should be everything done. But we talked about, you know, these weird problems. Like you can get away with them versus Pain. Like you won't be able to get away with them tomorrow. Like
turns out you can't even.
Yeah, it turns out like you got to get over them like right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely hugely disturbing. 3 versus 5. I know at the start of the year we had a bunch of interviews before this season of Blast began, where people were talking through all of this stuff, right? And everyone was putting some bets about what they preferred, right? Did people, you know, was it Vitality? Was it G2? I think those were the 2 main lineups. People kind of forgot about FaZe a little bit for a minute. But those are sort of the 2 main topics of conversation. And I think both projects have been weird in different ways, but right now Vitality seem like they're floating further out into sea instead of the other way.
You know, it was something I felt when I was coaching Liquid, and I'm not sure if any of the players really felt the same way or like really identified it. But like when you're in kind of a new team and you're trying to make this work and everything like that, like sometimes you're more almost like competing and playing the game against yourself, because like you have so many talks and so many ideas of what's going wrong, what can be changed, what we need to shift, what needs to get better, that you're just way too focused on those conversations that you've had internally, and you're not actually playing against your opponent in the server. And when you're getting frustrated, it's not because your opponent's playing well, it's because you feel like someone on your team is still making the same mistake over and over.
Well, here we go again, back to a B rush. A little bit of a different outcome, at least for the minute. Apex with a strong headshot, but the cleanup is there. I don't know, that still could have been way more dangerous here for the side of Pain. A lot of deals were hanging around in the bomb site. They've, again, dropped a lot of health in this one. Ooh, and that's a good lineup, but Apex can't find that kill. And there's not much he can do. Even if 3 or 4 of them are almost a bullet away from death here, it's just, there's too many targets. Look at how low they all are. Yeah. Classic.
Is rattling off all the damage he's done.
Yeah. That's unfortunate, but it's another good round for Pain.
I actually, I mean, talking about this game specifically and taking a more micro look at it, I love the way that Pain has called these first 3 rounds. Like, very much more faster pace, very aggressive, build some confidence. You've delivered 2 B-Rush knockout punches early on to Vitality in rounds that they've bought. Op is out in the hands of Zywoo early.
Yeah, they need someone to rally behind more often than not on all of Zywoo's different teams. It's been him kind of leading the charge, sometimes carrying everyone back. You don't really necessarily want that to be the case, but whatever it takes at this point here. Fourth round coming right up.
This would be a devastating elimination for Vitality to take.
Yes.
It would be so devastating. For all the questions that we've brought up about this project, this might... You know, I don't know what's going on, but you would almost feel like in some way this would influence a huge change of some kind.
Yeah, it's true, isn't it?
It would almost feel like a death blow.
Yeah, it's so hard to just swipe under the rug at this point. Misuta up close, good job, and a good follow-up. There's a Molotov right behind there, so rock solid defense for this one. They're going to be taking down PKL as well. It was Magus getting that kill. And I think they might have even heard Nekus running back. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dupree did. So he's out for the hunt, and he's going to be super upset about that because in his mind, he has that lined up.
Yeah, he didn't even want to look at his monitor after taking that death.
Yeah, he leaned over to the side, possibly to throw up.
Nython and Nekus. 17 seconds. They're going to be saving these weapons. Concede the round. 4 people survive for Vitality. So even though Dupree goes down, no big deal. Unless you're Dupree.
Yeah, he's like, why? But yeah, we have a lot more questions than we do answers at this point in time for the Vitality side. And it can also almost feel like this is like a lose-lose type situation. If you lose this game, it's going to be devastating. If you win it, if you can't even celebrate, there's not even like a yes, like we did it, you know. It's more like a, okay, like that. Can't believe that was so hard.
No, this is not a celebration win.
It's an actual face slam into the dance.
I don't know if I've seen that.
No, I don't think I've seen that either.
In 8 years of Counter-Strike, I don't think I've seen the...
But that was probably the most succinct summarization of Vitality up until this point.
Yeah.
So we appreciate it. Nekus, he goes down. Nice boost. Good job for Vitality here. Just one slow step at a time. Dupree's pushed up all the way and has basically closed off the entire map. That's a really, really nice maneuver.
It's good to see him still pushing forward and making these kinds of plays, even though he's obviously having a rough day of things. As well, Apex aggressive with that boost up over to get them the first kill. 4v5 in the favor of Team Vitality. 3-1 on the scoreboard in the favor of Pain. They're going to bypass Dupree altogether. Now, eventually, if they attack the A bomb site, ZywOo has got the deep angle with the op. That'll give Dupree plenty of information to have a really strong flank. But PKL being the only one he's got to worry about at this moment.
Cold position now as well. The timing is actually insane. Gonna walk out behind. Fires the gun immediately, but that's actually fine. There's 40 seconds, so it puts so much pressure on Pain.
Also, if you're having the day that Vitality's having and Dupree's having, just take the kill.
Yeah.
Take the freebie in front of you at this point.
Yeah, you don't want to be like, oh, maybe I can get a double, and then you get wiped out somehow. 24 seconds, they've got them locked onto the A bomb site, so it might be a bomb plant, but it's going to be nearly impossible to do anything with this bomb plant for the side of Pain. There's no way to escape here. Another good boost, this time to clear out Vigo Zero, and ZywOo's ready to take down Nython. So Hard Sal's the only one left. He could almost just walk away with the AK.
Yeah,
there's not much to do.
It's exactly what he should do. Just save the weapon. Just get away. You're not going to win this one. So Vitality's going to win their second round, and importantly, they had 4 players survive the first round they won. Now they're going to have 5 players survive. So building some money, building some bank.
Yeah, it's a good start. Even, again, everything seems shaky, but one round at a time. Oh. Apex really is the most optimistic player I've seen play this game.
Yeah, he's really going for a lot of these jumping kills.
One day it's going to work and it'll be...
The ones on Mirage yesterday were hilarious.
Yeah. All right.
ZywOo's going to pick mid.
Yeah, why not? It's got that AWP, and again, especially on a map like this one, it is about being a little bit mobile and finding that impact. Some attempted wall bangs, but they cruise right by. Not hitting the angle right there, but Dupree will find the kill and try to back off, but Ooh, he's just around the corner. Good move, good timing.
Yeah, I think if he's having a better day, I think he takes that second fight as well. So I think Dupree at this point in his game is just happy to get the 1 kill and back off. The 1-for-1's another good mid-round boost. Well, it's still pretty early in the round.
How long before they triple nade that?
Or just keep an eye on it at all times. Been punished by it twice now. Neck is up at sandbags. Masuta's going to slide into the fight. He's got good control of sandbags. And importantly for Vitality, again, another round where they could survive with 4 players, so more money is going to build, but they're going to wipe out the economy of Pain after this one.
Yeah. Good recovery. Such an important recovery given how things went on Dust 2 and the fact that they lost the pistol round here. You want to make sure that you can keep the focus. I mean, that might be one of the only real victories here for Vitality, is they can sort of almost prove to themselves that, you know, even in a moment where things seem to be falling apart, there is some strength in the team to rally behind, you know?
Yep. Interestingly enough, Pain has a much higher win rate on this map. On Overpass, 7 maps played, 71% win rate. In the last 3 months, Vitality's 3 maps played, 33% win rate, but the quality of competition is a huge difference between the two teams.
Yeah. That's true. And also, I mean, 3 maps, it's a very, very small sample size. It can be very hard to know what that means.
Yeah, their most recent official on it was back at the Major in Antwerp, 16-14 win over Heroic. For Pain Gaming, most of the teams they've been playing against is, you know, NA teams. Take from that what you will.
Don't know what you're implying, Jason.
Well,
now is the time for it. The NA's asleep at the moment, so we can...
Well, funnily enough, I think the game that actually got Pain Gaming to be here was the Overpass victory in overtime against Liquid at the Spring Showdown. This was the deciding map in that series.
It's crazy, wasn't it?
So, Overpass playing a pretty important role in Pain's Blast run.
Well, here we go.
Early timeout.
Timeout, yeah.
They've been, well, I mean, it makes sense. Losing 3 in a row is one thing, but you've pretty much been dominated in those 3 rounds that you've lost. You've only gotten 2 kills across the previous 3 rounds, so no production, no success whatsoever for Pain Gaming. So going to talk things over real quick and get back into it. Have a Hero AK-47 picked up, as you'll see when we get back into the game. PKL is going to be having that. Tech 9s, P250s, pistols picked up on the other players.
Not that much to work with, but all it takes is a good opening. So, yeah, right. They really haven't done any damage at all, and it started to show on that CT side. They have a lot of money in the bank, and they could be building even more here. Wallbang again. This time it does a little bit more, and the need to follow it up. PKL is already low when he starts that fight, and now the Molotov to try and prevent that AK from being stolen back. That's a nice return from Hartzau.
Yeah, really is. Finally punishing Apex. He's been a nuisance on those boosts, and obviously the return spam is rough. Although at some point, Pain is going to have to deal with Dupree being aggressive towards Playground, towards Party.
Definitely not easy.
If he's allowed to just camp out here this entire half, they're in for a world of hurt. No pun intended.
Triple peek. Oh, he's done such a good job. What a shutdown. Quad kill right there. I mean, even if it's just against mostly pistols, got to build a lot of confidence for Dupree.
I'm just going to say, ever since he slammed his head against the table, he's been doing just fine. So maybe it was like a little bit of a reset. It's like the, sometimes you just got to hit the machine with a hammer to get it working properly. It's like that scene from Armageddon.
Yeah, another classic. I could believe that. Maybe
he slammed his head on the desk, and then like in his brain, like the Matrix just popped up, all the numbers swirling through, and he's like, all right, I'm locked in again.
He's ready. It's good. I like that theory. Just had to.
Just quick.
Some of the neurons got stuck in there, and
yeah.
they're like,
quick reset of the console.
It takes sometimes. Well, maybe we'll see more players try it in the future.
I would actually love that. That would crack me up. Man advantage for Vitality early on, provided by Apex again. He was getting picked off a lot first on Dust 2. Here on Overpass, he's providing a lot of the opening frags for his team. So I would try to activate Dupree, who's hanging out in the staircase.
Yeah, he realizes PKL. He knew there was a second player there. Free must-win fight if they wanted to get back in the round, but not going to be able to. And PKL even found Magisk, so Apex is down here on his own. I don't know how much of a one-man army he could be, but it's going to have to be something truly spectacular. Saibu is quite far away with that AWP, so I'm not going to be able to have him. Oh, maybe a little bit closer than I thought, actually. Down in the tunnel. Still doesn't matter when Apex goes down. Saibu, missed opportunity. He might not get that many more here. Tech9 is out, but there's 4 people coming. Oh, it's very clean on a couple of kills. Picks up an AK. Molotov is pushing him back in 29 seconds. They're going to go for the fight, and that's just too much at the end. Nithon will take him down. It's a good attempt.
Yeah, I thought there was a world in which with that second kill gets some safety behind the bomb site. That's a really dangerous position to be in. Thank God for that Molotov. Well thrown. Really limits his options on what he can do from there.
I mean, this is very clean.
Yeah, extremely clean. Swap out to the AK. You're thinking, man, he's got a real chance here. Nithon just wrapping around the bomb site. So smart play. Don't commit to the plant just yet. Make sure you can work with your teammate to eliminate the danger. And we're tied up at 4.
Pain Gaming's point of view, very important round right there to slow down the economy. Make sure Vitality don't get... There's the grenade stack that we were talking about. This time it's not really for... It's not on boosting or anything like that, but you could easily understand why they wanted to try and do that.
Yeah. I have to think they'll go back to it as well at a certain point later in the half. Try and find that timing when Apex is calling for it. Apex as well, though, wily veteran that he is like, all right, I got 2 kills with this boost already in this game. Let's give it a rest for a while.
Yeah. And the Molotov that it is through, the Neckers just walked past, that's for Dupree, right? That's the other thing that they've been dealing with that you mentioned earlier. So they're trying to make up for some of these things, Payne.
It's eating a lot of time off the clock. 1 minute as they just flash themselves around the long corner. Very deep defense from Vitality now. Dupree forced back early, 50 seconds on the clock. This time it's sandbags aggression from Masuta that is allowing Vitality's defense to bring a 3rd player, Apex, in a position to rotate quick. And Magisk.
Yeah, what a boost they've got going on there, but 35 seconds. There's still a smoke on Dupree. He's just put it out now towards the restrooms, and that's going to be really frustrating. They're going to feel like if they go this way, and the Molotov on top as well, oh, they're so slowed down. They're in so much trouble right here. This could be a devastating round loss for Payne. I don't know how they make it through this one. 18 seconds on the clock. They're going to recommit to it, but there's no time for any mistakes right now. And Dupree with a massive double kill swings out to try and take down Hard Sound. No entry on long either. And with 8 seconds left, the round is already lost. That utility use absolutely is crushing for Payne.
Yeah, and it's beautiful utility usage, you know, really allowed by the fact that Masuta had all the information, and throughout a lot of these rounds, they've at least felt presence and pressure outside the B bomb site. They've heard nades, they've heard movement, they've seen Apex getting kills. This time it's just quiet basically the whole round, so Vitality very much knows what's coming.
Amazing comeback for Dupree, as an individual in this.
He had 0 kills at that head slam.
Yeah.
Now he's at, what, 8?
There might be something to it.
Telling you.
Try it at home, everyone watching it.
Yeah, let us know how it goes.
Tell us if it works. We're curious now. Maybe he accidentally discovered something. This is how science works. We need a double-blind test in the future. I don't know how we do that with this particular thing. That's going to be really hard to do. But
someone could pull it off.
we need to build one of those and then...
Let's do some science.
Yeah. Get the statisticians on it.
Here we go. Masuta. Sent forward with a flashbang. Just a pistol. Easy kill for him. 1 round lead for Vitality. 1 player lead in this round itself.
Yeah, didn't want to press their luck. Did try and go for the same kind of pop flash, but no overextension for Masuta. Didn't stick around. Didn't hang in there to try and look for more kills. Just got out really quickly. Dupree on a bit of a sneak. This could get awkward in a bunch of different ways, especially with the timing for Neckers if he comes around the corner, but... Oh no. Dupree not realizing that there's someone right behind him. 35 seconds on the clock, and the awkwardness continues into this round. Still no movement from Neckers out there. If Dupree keeps going, it's a lost round anyway for Payne. They've got no chance here, but He's finally activated just a bit.
Oh.
Oh, he didn't see it. The timing is ridiculous. That AWP is absolutely gone. Swings for it there. A nice couple of kills for Dupree. And again, not trying to line up a bunch of them, just trying to make sure that it's enough to win the round. And I think we can all understand why here. A little bit of a cross. Cyber's going to pull out the pistol instead of trying to take the fight. 7 seconds left. And there will be a bomb plant attempted. Nearly failed. 2 versus 3. And Vitality must win this round. They should never lose this one.
Yeah, well, Masuta, a lot of... Oh, he's going to go out towards long. He's not going to go up highway. So 2 players coming from bank and stairs. Neck is with the ult, missed shot. They have him pinned down. They know where he is. He can't re-peek at the moment. He goes for it again. Apex now sliding out, and it's all on to Neck is off in hand, and that's a quick scope. And Masuta finally, that long flank around long. Ooh.
It's so close. Oh, I really thought he... I mean, again... Hard for him to check that last position. Good shots from Neckers nonetheless. An expensive round, but Vitality do win it. But they should have won that easily. With this kind of a setup for Dupree, this should be the end of the round right here. 2 versus 4. 8, no chance even for a bomb plant. I mean, might not even have gotten the bomb plant there in a regular round.
Yeah, awkward round for ZywOo, I think, with the clock running down. Probably really confused why they weren't committing earlier, but... Well done from Vitality. I mean, coming into this third map, obviously, we had a lot of questions about the quality of CS that Vitality was playing and how shaky it looked, but this is where you would rely on the experience, all the different majors that they've won beneath their belt, that these players are going to be able to bounce back and mentally reset, and so far, looking pretty good.
Yes, it is. A little bit of a lead that's being built, still keeping that economy somewhat healthy, even in spite of losing way more players in the last round than they really wanted to. And Pain on the other side, I mean, they don't have that much cash to work with, so they're gonna have to keep struggling just a bit. 2/3 of the way through the first half here. They're all grouped up on this side. Not that anyone on Vitality really know that yet. No one's checking outside of B like they were earlier.
ZywOo with the angle, holding it for this peek, and he's got it nice and quick. Nithon goes down, Op hits the deck.
What do you even do? So on some level, they want to do something, but how do you challenge this? Out long as well? With the AWP, how? It's not going to be fun.
They've normally seen ZywOo playing back in the bomb site while Dupree is the aggressive one, so I wonder if they're just going to try and push onto the site itself. Now Apex gets the kill at the A site. They have to know Dupree's around somewhere.
That looked like he put a couple of shots one way to bait out that peak and just went for it. Almost pre-fired it. Great play from Apex. Dupree jumping up on top. He's had, I think, a double kill for the last 3 or 4 rounds. He's actually been playing so well. And there we go. Another one to add on top.
Remember how like every player started chewing gum once Twist like started winning the Grand Slam and people asked about it? What if everyone starts smacking their head against the table now?
It's hard to argue against it at this point.
Yeah.
The success rate for the desk slam is 100% right now.
100%. Yeah, I mean, you make a good point. Jokes aside, I mean, the step up in performance from Dupree has allowed this defense to hold really strong. And I mean, you saw Pain putting a lot of pressure on that B bomb site, even having some success earlier and trying to switch things up to the other side of the map. But Dupree has pretty much denied that each and every time they've come here. So really, really good play in this opening half of the third map from Dupree.
Well, it speaks to some of the experience that you were talking about too, right? You want for some of these names that have been around for such a long time to remember in the middle of a game, wait a minute, I'm
awesome.
Yeah, I actually am awesome.
Yeah.
I can do this. Tech-9s, at least 3 of them. A couple of Deagles in play too. Dupree still building on that confidence, going to be flashing himself into a little bit. Looking for the quad boost out there, just in case. Didn't see anything. And now we just got roaming pistols all over the map.
Yeah, they really hustled through the underpass. They were trying to catch off one of the aggressive players, either ZywOo and Dupree. They were trying to find a timing that maybe they would have missed to fall back.
I still hate this setup. Dupree's fine. He's got it
It's all
on
good,
lockdown.
baby. Yeah. 15 kills now on Dupree.
Ouch.
He did not expect that at all.
Yes.
That was not even a possibility in his brain. I bet he jumped.
Probably, yeah. It was a heart attack moment. Smoke went down 1 second too late, maybe half a second too late. Don't know if Cyber realizes how close they are, but it doesn't matter. Takes a lot to catch Cyber off guard. We have an M4 that's lost out there, and a nice shot from Big Zero. Deagle. The four-man's AWP.
Yeah. I don't think Zaiwu expected that one either.
No.
So, gun recovered by Nekiz. Still a long way to go for this 2-on-5 to be completed in the favor of Pain. Love to have it. Apex is watching the fallback. And a lot of utility for Magus to drop out towards long, and they might have stepped right into it. Yeah, decent nade. Decent nade, and Magus has the angle.
Hard to check. Good return. A little bit more expensive than you would have wanted, but Masuta is going to be able to save the AWP, so at least there is that working for them. 8-4 in favor of Vitality. It's a good lead that they're building right now. And it hasn't really been Cyber leading the charge back. It's been Dupree.
Honestly, I'd feel like way more comfortable if we didn't just witness Dust 2. You know, like if this was the second map and it would be like, yep, it's all fine. This is going exactly as planned. But like that uneasiness now because we just watched Pain just dismantle them on the previous map.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't feel like Vitality's in any point of safety just yet.
That's good, actually, yeah. Nice throw of the nade, but gonna get caught this time. Trying to double or triple up on the aggression. Samu, though, catching Neck is trying to take a little bit of a bath in that fountain.
Bird bath.
Yeah. I know people go to spas where little fish will
chew off your dead skin.
Yeah. Do you think anyone's ever done the same thing with birds? Bird spa? I don't know.
Glad you gave up on that before I had to go over the response.
I'm just
yeah, you're just ahead of the game.
I'm just rolling with it here, Jason. Just thinking out loud, you know?
Sure. We all appreciate that. Well, Zaiwu's rotating over to the B-bomb site, so Vitality have a good feel of what's coming, and they have the correct feel of what's coming. Apex, Masuta, and Zaiwu all here to defend. The AWP is going to ring out at range. They don't want to mess with that. They'll go around the other side of the pillar. They don't want to mess with Masuta there, and now it's Apex's turn to come right on through the smoke. With a flashbang, he gets a double kill, well executed from Vitality.
Yeah, super well done. Yeah, and you could see how the threat of that AWP from the sniper ground, when they don't have any smoke up there, it forces them the other way.
It's the one thing I think Pain is really lacking on this map at the moment is some ability to maintain presence on one side of the map towards one of the bomb sites while heading to attack the other one. And it's making a very easy read for Vitality, I think. When they're attacking A, there's no presence, no pressure at B. When they're attacking B, there's no pressure, no presence at A. And it's just becoming telegraphed now for Vitality's defense. 5 in a row. A 9-1 run.
Yeah, you're right. If we just memory hole Dust 2, it's all good. Oh, nice nade. Right on top of the boost, but they still get the kill. Cost them a lot of health, no doubt, but that's an interesting exchange right there. There's Apex again. They get some great revenge. Sucks for Pain. Oh, they're gonna try and push the envelope here. This is pretty greedy.
I like it. It's gonna be unexpected. And you've got the door blown open. And they will not want to use any smoke to block that off. That's the bomb dropping. Good intel from Dupree. 16 kills in this first half.
2-4. That's a wild smoke. I don't think that was meant to go there. Or if it is, I'm not seeing the. I'm not connecting the dots at all. Magisk up against the wall, kind of out in the open, hard position to clear, no matter what. Apex will find the last one. It is 10-4. Vitality looking so good right now. I don't know. We can't just really forget about Dust 2, though, can we? That's the issue, even if we want to.
It's like I can't forget about Dust 2, but I also can't forget about like the shifty mistakes on Nuke either.
If I look at my stock portfolio, Jason,
I haven't enjoyed watching this game.
If I just forget about all the negative days,
yeah,
it does look good.
Sure.
My stocks are doing great.
Me too.
But
if I forget how much money I put into my stocks or my crypto.
Yeah. But if it goes the other way, but in reality, you know, that's the problem. So I'm still worried about that Dust 2. But it is looking pretty good on an upward trend right here for Vitality. 10-4 as we move into the 15th round. Got a couple of AWPs, one on Dupree and one on Saiwu. Now, don't forget, Dupree is not to be underestimated with the AWP. We know it's a little bit of a joke, because he's been playing with Device for many years, and now he's playing with Cyber, so he's never in a position, but in Dupree's mind, he should be the main AWP. We just don't know about it yet.
Well, I mean, he has had some cool events.
Yeah.
Being the AWPer for this team when they've needed it over the years, or for the old Astralis team, I should say.
Yeah, they had that one event, but Dennis was playing with them instead of Device.
Yep, and then I think Dupree took it up a couple times in the future, and he actually busted out some absolutely mental rounds.
Yeah, he's sick with it. This is very awkward for Cyber, surely. Yeah, that smoke. Even with the smoke, I still feel like there's a lot of pressure on him right there. One missed shot and he's dead, but that seems to be true for a lot of the positions that Cyber plays, and the trick is to just not miss at all. 35 seconds, and they're going to try and put a little bit of pressure on. There's a nice shot, and he moves forward into the fight and gets one more. Apex with the kill, 8 WP from Dupree, and he's going to get the last 2 as well. An 11-4 start here for Vitality on Overpass. That's a great beginning. Getting a lot of confidence back. We'll see if they can continue the second half. It's coming up after the break.
Am I not getting something there?
Use my big fat brain.
Well, that's actually really hard. I don't even know.
I've seen this on Twitter. Like, honestly, I don't really know how to play at all.
So I guess a word related to CS that's 5 letters, yeah?
Oh la la.
Force. Alright, so 2 green letters. There's a green, right?
Go with Galil. Are they all 5-letter words?
We'll start with the Glock.
Well, that's actually really hard. I don't even know. Another word that starts with an F?
Can we go with Scout again?
I'll say Scout.
I'm gonna say... Okay, I'll just say Shiro. Let's see if there's an I. And that's the right area, too.
How about Train? What? Oh, I see now.
I feel like I'm supposed to know it, but I don't know it. Can we go with Knife again?
Let's do Faith. I'm trying to figure out if it's A for the second letter. It's not.
How about Cash? It has a C, L, and an I in it. Okay, I see how to play now.
Is it Flock? Flock? Is it?
Let me think for like 30 more seconds.
Oh, it's Flick. It's Flick. Yeah, I got it. Sick.
Oh, Flick. Flick. Jesus Christ.
Flick. Dang it. Probably watching this back, I'm gonna be like, dude, that was so obvious.
Okay, I'm gonna go with oh la la.
Okay, trust. Just trust.
Phone. Hooray, it's green.
Try alive for the next word. Okay, so E is the last letter then, yeah, and then S is somewhere.
And then I'll go with flame. M-O-E. I'm trying to figure out, like, cause it makes sense, you know, that the O and E is in the right place, but the M is not, so it has to be in the 2 front. So I just kind of need to use my big fat brain.
I'm thinking, trying to find the 5-letter word that ends with E and has an S in it. I'm struggling a bit.
Come B, Kevin. Come B, Matu. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's
Guys, they can go with monster, okay?
Yeah, perfect.
I don't have it. One
That
C-spawn coming B. Yeah, close monster. 2.
Maybe in monster already.
Could be.
I can flash
They
monster.
could walk monster. Kevin is really good on shot.
Wait.
Kevin's gonna kill 2.
Matu, all left side.
Yeah, I will.
Let's
Flashing,
flash.
smoking.
2. Out monster.
Jump.
Go down.
Dead.
I have the cross.
Kevin is next.
One
Up down.
I'm
Kevin,
flashing.
hide,
flashing,
hide,
flashing.
Kevin, hide. Kevin, hide.
Bro.
Nice.
Wow, that's actually some really great communication. I love hearing Dupree telling Masuda to hide.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how much that communication is coming from the dead players.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, just fine. It worked out there. Just a little surprised. 11-4. Good to see Vitality rebound in the first half after the shocking loss on Dust 2. Put themselves in power position to take this third map, to take this series, and eliminate Pain from Blast Spring Finals.
That's what they're aiming to do. 18 kills on Dupree in that first half. After some unorthodox methods, untraditional ways to get back in the game, but it worked. Cyber's going to start off here, taking down Neckers. Even saw the return of AW Peter at the end, which is amazing. Legendary.
Yeah, it is good to see. Absolutely. Dupree's going to find another one. That's Nithon going down. 5-on-3 now. A bomb site is not lost yet, but it will be in just a moment. Some shots from Bank coming out, but no kills. And Magus goes down. Flank is opened up. And actually, this might prompt Vitality to start pushing forward.
Yeah, why not? Try and put some pressure on. Gonna catch Saibu. Now it's back into a 3-on-3. Bomb is planted, though, for the restroom side. Vigo Zero running up, and he's got health to try and take this fight, but it doesn't matter against the USP. What a shot from Dupree, and he's gonna close it out. Nice triple, 21 kills on him, and that is almost all they need.
I'll give you a problem that's going on right now for Pain. Obviously, with 12-4, that's one of them. But part of the issue too is, as we've talked about individually, this is a tough team to stack up against. Big Uzera's had a great series. He had a great first 2 maps. But after those first 2 maps, Nuke and Dust 2 ended, Big Uzera had 46 kills. Next closest on his team was Nithon with 28. There's just a big drop off there, and the production from top to bottom isn't quite striking for Pain. Here on the third map, they're not getting that kind of a Herculean effort out of Big Uzera anymore, which is making this exceedingly difficult because they now have nobody that's carrying them through the tough stretches as well.
Yeah, they need some space in the game, and you're right, earlier was him creating a lot of it. Good start. Early buy for Pain. I don't even really blame them for it.
No, with this kind of a scoreline, I don't think you can criticize it too much. Trying to stay in this map and stay in this series. 5-on-4 advantage provided by Hardzao. Bomb's gonna get picked up by Dupree. He'll come join up with his teammates towards the 8 bomb site as they progress up long. Apex with a scout. Not able to land that one quickly. AKs on Zaiwu and Dupree. Galil on Masuta. Plenty of utility as well.
Should do that Navi boost out here. The triple to look into A. Not gonna do it. It is a scout, so it might also be a little bit ridiculous, but it would be funny.
Oh,
that also counts.
This is dangerous. This is a trap. Hardzao to the left with low HP. Big Uzera's trying to pull him in. If they can wrap around this angle, I don't know if they'll clear hard left. Ooh, he looked, but he wasn't committed to it. Masuta's got a frag. It's a 3-on-3.
Yep, scout inside of the bomb side of Nithon, and a nice Molotov and a clear right there. Close up, Masuta, an angle to take. Oh, he was so ready for it. And Neck is now in a 1 versus 3 with just a 5-7. I don't know if there's a gun somewhere that he could find. Gonna maybe try and use the smoke as a platform to get into the bomb site. Why not? Why not try and swing for it to be the hero? Gonna back off just a bit, and now it's definitely too late.
Yeah, sound cue gave it away, although I'm not even sure he was even thinking about going for it anyways. 13-4. Huge lead for Vitality. Look, all the criticisms aside and all the weird gameplay aside, again, if you're Vitality, you got to be happy that you come into this playing, I don't know, I guess let's say C game? Wouldn't argue if you wanted to say D game, and still coming out with a victory.
I mean, I heard in the break.
Okay. Yeah, Zonic said right at the end, right?
Well, I'm just saying that we've already had Maniac coin the idea of the trash round, but he also said clown round. I'm just saying that. Maniac is getting pushed to his limits.
Yeah, there's something
what he
there.
can handle.
I heard at the end, right before we went to commercial at halftime, I think Zonic was just saying that's one of the best CT halves that we've played here on Overpass. Saying that out to the team, so.
Boom, done.
Look, that might just be something he's saying to make them feel a little bit better about things.
Lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a good kind of lying.
I mean, I think there is something to it here. Like, I hope it's true. I want it to be true for Vitality. There's a lot of question marks, but again, this could also be one of those things where you get to test the internal mental strength of the team. You feel like, oh man, we could have just as well collapsed and lost
Right.
third map, but instead we managed to rally in the break, managed to get back, and you know we had a chance to do that. Now we know that about ourselves, and that's sometimes you have to go through something like that to be tested, right?
Yeah, but
Definitely some panic. You could feel the panic in that second map. 14-4, and they just continued the cleanup.
unfortunately, to learn that lesson, you also have to learn the tough lesson that you have the ability to drop all the way down to just lose a map in stunning fashion against Pain, who's, I mean, no disrespect to them, number 25 ranked team in the world. There's not a universe in which Vitality is thinking they should be dropping that map to them, especially their own map pick.
No.
Especially getting dismantled the way they did.
Yeah, no, it's not a fun lesson, right? Nobody is enjoying that while it's happening. But maybe there is a way to turn it into something productive at the end of the day. 19th round is coming right up. Cyber's managed to sneak quite far out. Nython does have an AWP somewhere on the map. Ooh. Not what they were looking for necessarily. He is out on long with that AWP. Guarding the baguette. Makes sense he's playing at some French people.
Well, I don't think they spotted Biggie's there. He's gonna have a chance here. He knew he was coming. Dinked up, though. Dinked and traded. Now Nython with the AWP. Swings out a little bit wider towards long. Gonna have a chance at one. He's got that. Apex has no idea what's coming, but a missed shot from Nython. Oh, good shot with the USP.
Okay.
Mega's still alive on the other side of the map. He's still alive in stairs and out towards long at ZywOo. If he can shut this play down, if he can get this kill, that's going to open up a lot of options for them. The bomb is still dropped at the front of bathrooms.
Slowly creeping up for a while there, ZywOo. He's taking very small steps. We didn't get spotted there either with a jump. It's close, but I don't think they've seen him yet. Now he's going to get a chance. Oh, yeah, they had no idea. What a shocking surprise. A huge double for ZywOo. All that patience just paying off in that moment. You could tell first player got absolutely chucked, and the second one just ran onto the bomb side without even knowing anything. Nick has taken a lot of Molotov damage right there. Oh, they're in so much trouble. This looked like a round that was already won by Pain. And now they're just going to have to give it up. That's so disappointing.
I'm surprised he's given it up, but I guess all that damage and no kid, and probably his teammates tell him there's not a kid in the bomb site. He's just like, yeah, there's no point in me going for this one. They have no money as well. This is almost a fantastic hold from Nython. The USP kill is nice. But man, ZywOo just sliding out. Never spotted. For those words.
Probably.
I'm an American, so, you know, French is difficult. Foreign languages in general are difficult. That didn't sound like words, though.
It's possible we're gonna get a translation depending on what he said. Yeah, that's a lot of patience for ZywOo. It's very, very hard to deal with. Well done. Pain. I mean, if they weren't already feeling very, very defeated here, that'll do it right there.
Yeah, it will. And I mean, the reverse side is out. We just saw the camera on the Vitality guys. Probably the first time in this series we've seen them truly smiling and happy and feeling light.
Yeah. A little bit of a timeout.
Been a rough morning.
It really has. It's been a lot's been going on. And just for anyone that's only just tuning in, next game up is going to be G2 playing up against FaZe. So
G2 FaZe, got some other games later on today. We're going to be playing Na'Vi. Big is going to be happening. That'll be the third game of the day. And then obviously we're going to end with OG Ents. And OG had that surprising upset over Na'Vi yesterday. Yeah. So that'll be a cool one to keep your eyes on. Degster playing for him at the moment.
I so wanted to pick Big to upset Na'Vi. Oh. That's a lot of damage. PKL and Hard South trying to get that boost. But remember, the original Astralis lineup kind of came up with this idea of going for that grenade. So they know what it's all about. Dupree, good headshot there to take down Bigozera at a 15-4 scoreline. This is looking tough. ZywOo, he's nearly got the timing. You certainly got the headshot. Megas will take down Nekis. Wow.
It's the two nated players left.
Yeah.
That's the worst feeling. Look, we wanted to see Pain play spoiler, but to a certain degree, I think Pain's going to have to just be happy that they made it here through the showdown. That was an incredible run in establishing themselves as a dangerous team within the North American region. This was always going to be a huge reach for them, a huge step up.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, and taking the map away from Vitality as well is in itself really, really cool. But Vitality found a way to resurrect themselves, and that's something to be celebrated too. Dupree currently at 23 kills, so he did everything he needed to do on the third map. Really good stuff, and he had a hard start to it as well. It's going to be Apex to close it out, and a win for Vitality as they knock Pain out of the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, they've obviously got a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss, or maybe they just look at this and they say, look, we had an off day. There's nothing we really need to talk about. Maybe, like, we just had some really stupid, unforced individual errors, whatever it might have been. But it's great to see them rebound and recover, take this series. Pain, unfortunately, eliminated. We've got Freya and Maniac again to walk us through the series.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Yes, an exhale on the side of Vitality.